A student of the legendary fighter Fedor Emelianenko punished a muscled man for disrespect.
What's the distance? Heavyweights, but you already figured that out. So it hasn't gone to the ground yet. Not at all. Oh! Big right hands, punching, that's it. He's in. Completely disoriented. Sedelnikov fought his fight. He was...
Audacity and unsportsmanlike behavior have always been punishable. There are a lot of examples of such fights, where mostly the winners are calm and confident fighters. Right now, you will learn about one of these confrontations. It happened in the spring of 2008 in Holland, the first ever team tournament in mixed martial arts. The Dutch national team under the mentorship of the well-known fighter Gegard Mousasi confidently defeated the German team. The spectators of this tournament rejoiced, because the fights were colorful. Now it was the turn of the next teams to come out. The French national team met against the Russian national team. But the tournament initially did not go according to the plan of the Russian athletes. The fighters from Russia lost the first fights, after which a fighter named Mikhail was able to win one victory. But France was in the lead by a huge margin. Well, with a score of 3-1 in favor of the French national team, the next pair comes out. The French national team presented Martin Soltysik as its fighter with a professional record of 1 victory and not 1 defeat, and only the fighter Kirill Sedelnikov, who at that time was the main sparring partner of Fedor Emelianenko, played for Russia. The last emperor had high hopes for his disciple, but was he able to justify them? When the fighters entered the center of the ring, it became clear that the Russian was much inferior to his opponent in literally everything. Anthropometry, physique, and the fighter representing France had the advantage in everything.
This goes the distance. Heavyweights, but you already figured that out.
The beginning of the fight, and the giant, like a beast, went on the attack on his opponent, refusing to shake hands. But the Russian fighter was not at a loss. He went to the right distance for himself and began to show that disrespect is always punishable.
Check coming out like a fireball. Big right hands. I do not see this going the distance at all. Sedelnikov in the all black. The big man at 229 pounds, and he looks very small compared to Soltysik. Nice movement, though, from Sedelnikov. Good head movement. He's avoiding the big strikes. Huge right hand by Soltysik, just flipping above the ear. And just as I said that, he catches a big...
Soltysik, seeing his advantage in mass, without fear, went to the student of Fedor and punched the heaviest blows.
A lot of wingy punches. This looks like boxing right now. Nothing on the ground as of yet, no kicks. Soltysik getting off of that right hand, but just missing the mark. Well, Soltysik's throwing a lot of right.
Kirill did everything right. He did not enter into an exchange with his opponent. He remained calm and waited for his moment to take revenge.
Easy to see, so... Whoa! So Sedelnikov is getting out of the way. He's seeing those punches in time. But if one lands, that's going to be it. Soltysik, you're right, Jimmy, is so big, he doesn't have to throw a perfect right hand, or even a left for that matter, to cause serious damage. You can see he throws kind of a clubbing left and right, and even when he blocks it slightly, it still moves him backwards. Looping left hand by Soltysik. It's the big overhand right that Sedelnikov has to be leery of. They're not beautiful punches.
After he calmed the giant, he began to slowly punch accurate blows right into the face of his opponent. It became clear that Soltysik had lost his pace and, like a predator, Sedelnikov began to dictate his rhythm of battle.
That's going to be it. Soltysik, you're right, Jimmy, is so big, he doesn't have to throw a perfect right hand, or even a left for that matter, to cause serious damage. You can see he throws kind of a clubbing left and right, and even when he blocks it slightly, it still moves him backwards.
And when there was very little left until the end of the round, Kirill passes the right overhand, which hits exactly in the jaw of Soltysik. The opponent is punished.
Hasn't gone to the ground yet. Not at all. Oh! Big right hands, punch, and that's it! Stopping the fight!
The referee quickly stopped the fight, thereby saving the life of a fighter from France. Thus, an accurate right overhand brings victory to Russia in this epic tournament. But Fedor, with a kind smile on his face, is happy for his student.
Completely disoriented, Sedelnikov fought his fight. He was patient, he looked for the counterpunch, and he threw it. Great stoppage by the referee. He was all over that knockout. Indeed, Marlon immediately stopping that fight, a one-punch knockout. Safety for round yet. Not at all. Oh! Big right hands, punch, and that's it! That is it. Looking at us now, Soltysik smiling. That right hand right on the chin dropped him. Clearly not able to defend himself. Great stoppage, great punch. And the head snapping as he hits the ground, that's a lot of weight to hit at once. On the cheek punch, Kirill Sedelnikov Winner by one-punch knockout. And you can hear.
After this fight, Kirill decided to end his career as a mixed martial arts fighter for a while, and devote himself to combat sambo. In this sport, he was able to win gold at 5 world championships and declare himself as an elite-level fighter. After a while, he will return to the battles, where he will not show himself badly.